Like, what the hell was that? Like, what did I just watch? Unbelievable. I can't believe this is, wow. One of my favorite childhood things, the great, like, Buzz Lightyear completely ruined. Like, unbelievable, man. I grew up with those toys. Okay, I had like the Buzz action figure. It had the wings and like the buttons and the little light that never seems to go out. Like that never seemed to go out. Like Buzz Lightyear was sick. There was a time in my childhood where like Buzz Lightyear things like were all over my room. Okay, like I love the character. I love the character. Obviously, like I played like the video game on like Super Nintendo. I never really saw like any of the Buzz Lightyear like other media, but like I'm fairly well aware of it. The way I played with my toys usually is that like I would have like a whole bunch of them. I would have like the Slinky Dog and this like piggyback and like this Woody doll, like which I thought was like handmade by my father, but apparently it's like some licensed thing from some show in the 50s. I would just have like all these toys and just play with them and just come up with my own scenarios. So for me, it's kind of weird, going into the theater, expecting to see like Woody show up. Like I go into Lightyear expecting to see like my toys. It's weird. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'm just autistic. But like I really feel as if like Buzz Lightyear is like my guy, One of my two favorite toys ever. And what happens? Like they just completely butcher it. Like this isn't Buzz Lightyear. Like where's the fun? Where's the creativity? Where's like the optimism, Like where is like, the hope to do, the desire to do good, where's the heroism, like it's just this weird, bleak, postmodernist, just like subversive Hollywood nonsense. Okay, it is just everything wrong with Hollywood reboots condensed into one of my favorite things. Okay, it's just so like I. It's so disappointing. Like I don't know what to make of this. I don't even really want to review the film because I think that would be giving it too much respect, honestly. Like as a fan of the character, like, do I like the movie? No. Like, do I appreciate it in any way, shape, or form? No. Do I think it suits the Buzz Lightyear license? No. Like I spoke to my kids about this. Like, they don't like it either. So like, yeah, we're not going to be getting any Buzz Lightyear toys this Christmas, I mean, I would have really liked that, to be able to share my love for the character with my kids. But, like, this movie had to ruin that for all of us, Like, I was more disappointed than the kids, It's just like, I really thought that this would be something that would, like, I would be excited about, the kids would be excited about, that we could, like, bond over it. It was something I was really, really looking forward to, and, like, we just come out of the theater and we're just like, what was that? Like, it was embarrassing. Like I felt bad. My kids probably think I'm a loser because like, I liked Buzz Lightyear growing up instead of like Pokemon or whatever. But like, that's what I grew up with. That's what I liked. My bad for like subjecting them to such a mediocre film. But like, I don't know, man. I'm really starting to second guess my nostalgia for the character because, like, was it always like this? Was it always this like just stale and lifeless and just like and just boring? Like, I don't know, man. I think back to like I'm being completely 100% serious. Like, I think back to like the things I did with my Buzz Lightyear action figure where like, I had this like setup where I would have him do elaborate stunts and like, rescue other toys and like just get into these crazy scenarios. He's always the hero, right? Like he's like my guy, right? So Buzz is just, one of my favorite toys. He was so dynamic to use in like all these situations. Like I would come up with all these fun scenarios and like, I'm going to be completely 100% serious here and like, correct me if this might just be me being ridiculous, but like I think I made better stories than like they did with this movie. Like some 8, 9, 10-year-old kid, playing with toys in his room, came up with better plot lines and scenarios than like these Hollywood writers that are probably being paid millions. Okay, like 10-year-old me would have made a better movie than these Chuck. I would watch that. I really wish YouTube was like a thing back in the 90s, where like, I could have like recorded this and uploaded it to YouTube. I would get more views than this movie sold tickets. I would have made more money off of my YouTube videos, showing off like these all these toys, all this crazy stuff, than like they made with this movie. Okay, that's my mindset on this. It's just like, how exactly did they make this? Like, did anybody working on it know anything about Lightyear at all? Because I'm certainly not an expert. I don't know everything about the lore or the history of the character or like what have you. I only owned a Buzz Lightyear toy. Like I don't know anything about like the lore or anything. I didn't even own like a Zurg. Like I know who Zurg is, but like I don't know. I just felt like everyone else had him, and it's just kind of like I kind of liked my Buzz. Like I always like to think like my Buzz was different than like everyone else's Buzz somehow. That's just my mindset on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being kind of silly, but um, like I loved the character. Okay, regardless of my experience or like my past or like how much I like how much I remember about the character or how much I consume the media, like even though I'm not like some turbo hardcore like fan, I'm not part of like I'm not the biggest name on like the Buzz Lightyear Reddit or whatever. Like I can tell you for a fact that the people making this film had no respect for the source material at all. Like none. And if you can't do something simple like adapt a children's toy to a proper, fully fledged, like big budget movie, like why would I ever care? Why would I ever watch this? I'm not gonna watch this again. I'll have to like see if I can find like any of these like older shows or like any of these older like Buzz Lightyear stuff. Like I don't know if like they're even available anymore, but like I do think it's I do think it's a shame that they dropped the ball this hard.